Hi friends, thank you for coming to check out this video. I'm hoping to just give you a little update on life and art and what I've been up to. I have missed quite a few months now on YouTube. To be honest, I think I was a little bit burnt out and really just finding lack of time in life. I'm sure we all know what that's like. I hope it didn't upset you that I wasn't around as much. I have missed it, and I've really missed the communication with you guys and missed the achievements of creating art all the time and presenting them through my videos. So I'm hoping to get back onto it, but I must admit that it is just hard with two young girls in school and all the commitments of their outdoor hobbies, all the basketball commitments. I think I've talked about them before. If you're new here, I do have daughters who both play basketball and I play socially. It's just a very full life that is hard to fit in amongst work and school and friends and socializing and birthdays and Christmas approaching, and I'm stressing myself out just talking about it. So yeah, we all know what life is like, and so that's where I've been, just living. Nothing has gone on or been the matter, so thank you for quite a few people reaching out and sort of saying that they missed me. That was very sweet, and I'm really sorry to let you down if you were looking forward to my bullet journal setups or just videos in general. So hopefully this one gives you something to look at and lets you know that I'm all okay. Yeah, I just have been doing some art, but not as regularly as I have been doing art, but just not regularly posting about it. So it's been more for me. And so this piece that I'm working on today, that I'll show you the little process of, is a piece that I had so much fun with about a month ago, I guess. And it was a Draw This in Your Style challenge set by Tan Tanny on Instagram. I think her name's Tanya. I don't know how to pronounce the Tan Tanny part. But yeah, it was just a really cool illustration that she had done, and I wanted to sort of put my own spin on things. And I really enjoyed working on it, just working small format, but not having any like goals and things in mind. It was just like a bit of a fun Acrylagouache project. Had a really good time. So if you want to watch that while I chat about what's been going on and join me for the next 20 minutes or so, I would love to have you here. So I hope all is well, and let's get into the video. Yeah, something fun that I wanted to tell you guys about is, actually I have put it on my Instagram, so you might have seen a little story if you follow me over there. But recently me and my husband went to a few workshops to do street art, to learn how to use aerosols, and that was just so much fun to try something new in the art realm that I've never done before. So I have never picked up a spray can in my life other than to paint lamps. I have painted lamps, spray painted them over, but completely different sort of style. So I learned all about the caps and the type of caps to use for what purpose on the wall, how to enlarge a mural. I would have thought there was like a grid system involved, which it is, but your grid is the wall. You've already done it there. So that was cool to learn a little few tricks about using the bricks to measure or mapping out some sort of scribbles on the wall first and then using that as your reference. So that probably sounds like gibberish, but what my point is, I had a really great time there, and I felt super inspired after those classes to do more, and I would love to work around Perth more locally. I'm always fascinated by murals around Perth, love seeing them being done, love looking up close from a distance, finding them around the city. I've just always been fascinated with murals, and so I would love to do that in the future. So I thought, let's get some practice happening. So Mark and I actually rendered one of the walls in our garage. No, I say rendered, but it was really just filled the gaps in with mortar just to give it a little bit smoother surface, so we're not wasting too much spray paint going into each individual brick join. Then Mark just painted it into a medium grey shade, which we had in the shed anyway. So it was quite a cheap project to give us a really good blank wall to start with, to start practicing with. He's always loved graffiti art as well, so it's a fun project for us to both do together, and we really, really enjoyed it. And that's what I've been working on the last couple of weeks, just designing my first Art Nouveau inspired creation, because I feel like that's something that I discovered through this channel on my art journey here a few years back. I started doing some Art Nouveau themed illustrations and portraits at the same time, and they really are two things that really stand out for me for my own work. And so I thought, you know what, I'm gonna try and do that big scale, large scale. So I've been working on a painting separately, but I ended up attacking that because the finish of the canvas was actually painting over another painting. So I had to sand it back, and then I would waste so much oil paint on it, and for it to still show through the previous painting. So that was driving me mad. So I ended up cutting it, just quitting and getting over that, and I'll start fresh another time. So that was actually kind of rejuvenating, just accepting that this one isn't gonna work. I've never actually done that before. I'm a real stickler for continuing and finishing a project. And I'm like that with books and movies or TV shows. Even if I'm really not enjoying something, I feel like I have to finish it. I don't know what that is or what that says about my personality, but I am annoyingly stubborn. And so I really wanted to finish this painting, but I was just delaying and delaying, taking ages to get it finished. So yeah, in the end, we just said, okay, this one isn't working. I'll just start fresh. If I want to keep doing this painting, I'll start fresh on a new, clean canvas. So instead of that, I thought I would translate it and something similar onto the wall. So that was my big roundabout story of telling you that that's where I'm at right now. I'm really focused on trying to increase my aerosol technique because man, it was fun, so fun. You could really just throw up a basic background and image so quickly. I mean, if I was standing there with paint doing what I created at this workshop, it would have taken hours and hours. Yet within a 2-hour workshop, we'd had it all finished. And that's just the nature of the spray. So I really liked the speed of working with aerosol. So yeah, that's what I'm doing there. Another thing that I have done in the last few months, I thought I'd just give you a rundown. It actually only took a couple of days, but I've been desperate to create these gorgeous handmade palettes that I'm sure you would have seen other artists using lately. They're all very on trend. They're those handmade ceramic paint palettes, and they look easy to make to me. So I was like, I'll make my own. And so I did that as a project with the kids one day. They made little sculptures and I was making my paint palette, and it turned out really nice. The only downside is I did use air drying clay, and I think it just doesn't feel right because the paint isn't quite coming off. Or maybe it was the fact that I didn't coat them in the gloss enamel at the end enough. I gave 3 layers. I gave 3 layers of this varnish at the end, but it's still not enough to get the acrylic or the watercolor to just wash straight off. So it has stained them a little bit, which is a shame because I really enjoyed the process of making them. So I think if I had done it in normal clay and actually got it fired afterwards, I think the finish would be much better. So that's something I also want to work on going forward. Yeah, so by having this time back where I'm not spending so many hours researching the countries and creating the bullet journal setups, that's sort of where my time's been going on these projects that I've been wanting to do for ages. That's why I sort of ended up having a break to get some love back for the channel, for putting videos out, and I think it's coming back. Another little project that I worked on was my daughter's recent birthday has just happened, really, just last week, and it was her 10th. So she wanted to have a little ninja party, which I was able to do for her, and I did the cutest little cake topper. I was pretty impressed with myself. And so she wanted a little bit of a ninja party, so they went to a ninja warrior place in Perth, so it was really, really fun for them. They are little machines, very active, very athletic, so it was impressive to watch their skills, like climbing walls and hanging from ceilings and things. Yeah, I made a little cake topper on her cake. Definitely best cake I've made yet. I am maybe very arty on paper, but I'm not the greatest baker or baking of cakes. You'd think it would be the same kind of skills, but it's really not. I'm not a good decorator of cakes. So I'm very happy with this one. I just like covered the whole top with Maltesers, which really worked. But yeah, I made a little digital illustration of Eris, my daughter, as like a ninja cat. That's what I was calling it. So she loved that and I loved working on it. And it was really fun, and I just cut it out afterwards and then cut some text using my Cricut machine, which is always fun to do for cake toppers, just using some thicker card and putting it onto some wood bamboo sticks and then stuck in the cake, and it was a success. So that was really fun. I also have done quite a few sketches in my sketchbook in relation to the Inktober. And there was a sketch a day sort of challenge that I was doing as well. So yeah, definitely keeping on top of my art practice, and hopefully I can film some more going forward. It won't be anything as thorough as I have been done in the past because I just think I've burnt myself out, unfortunately. But I'll try my best to create something interesting for you guys to watch, and I'll upload it as soon as I can. So yeah, what else can I talk about? We are heading back into wobble season, which is West Australian Basketball League. So that will be busy again, but she loves it and she's good and it's so much fun. And so I think that's about all I've been up to lately. You know, that alongside all the commitments of school and life, which I don't need to bore you with. And I hope you see this video as a long lost friend coming back to say hello, that I'm all good and not to worry. And I hope you guys are having a great time, whatever you're doing. And I look forward to catching up more with you in the future. Yeah, I'll try not to stay away too long next time. Okay, thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.